Hi everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez with the City Communications Office, and this is the Weekly Report. With everyone spending more time closer to home, you've probably noticed all of the road projects going on around town. Right now we are standing alongside Northwest Englewood Road here in the Northland, and it is looking great. This is a complete streets project. That means there's a lot going on here. We're talking bike lanes, storm sewer improvements, a water main replacement and upgrade, new streetlights, traffic signals, and more. We'll work on the final touches over the next few weeks and expect that this project will be complete this fall. Did you know that many street projects like Englewood Road and the KC streetcar depend on federal funding? And that's why federal funding is so important. It's based on current census numbers. If you have not yet filled out your census information, please go to our website at kcmo.gov/census for more information. There are only a few census questions. It only takes a few minutes to answer, and it's easy to do online or by phone. You still have time to submit a project application for the Public Improvements Advisory Committee, also known as PIAC. PIAC makes recommendations on how a portion of sales tax revenues should be used to fund neighborhood improvement projects. Eligible PIAC requests include park improvements, streets, bridges, and roadway projects, drainage and flooding improvements, alleyway improvements, and curb and sidewalk projects. Funds are divided equally among the 6 council districts, and PIAC makes recommendations based on the application requests received from you, our residents. And those PIAC meetings are now being held both in person and online. For information about how to attend, go to our website at kcmo.gov/PIAC, and we even have instructions for you if you've never attended a Zoom call. We'll show you how to do it. The remaining meetings will be held on Thursday, August 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Northland Cathedral, which is located at 101 Northwest 99th Street. Next, it's Monday, August 17th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the First Baptist Church, which is located at 100 West Red Bridge Road. Also Tuesday, August 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Westport Roanoke Community Center, located at 3601 Roanoke Road. And finally, Tuesday, August 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Southeast Community Center, 4201 East 63rd Street in Swope Park. All project applications must be submitted by August 31st. Are you looking for some ways to get out and enjoy the town and listen to some of that great Kansas City jazz, the jazz that put us on the musical map? Well, guess what? That means August is your month. We're going to be celebrating the 100th anniversary, the 100th birthday of Charlie Parker. Charlie Parker is a Kansas City native. He has the nickname Bird, and yes, it's his 100th birthday. So we are going to honor his legacy and his impact across the world. Now in its 7th year, we have an annual Charlie Parker celebration that includes educational events, musical tributes, a student jam jazz session, and the 18th and Vine Jazz District Historical Walking Tour. There'll be lots of opportunities to show your support for local jazz artists who will be performing at these events. Select activities are free and open to the public. For others, tickets or reservations are required. And all events will be observing proper social distancing practices, so bring your mask. For more information, visit spotlightcharlieparker.org. Thanks for watching the Weekly Report. I'm Chris Hernandez with the City Communications Office. Stay tuned for more great videos about city services. And remember, Kansas City, mask up and stay safe.
Why is the 2020 census important to us? The 2020 census is important to us because it will impact funding for innovative healthcare solutions.
Who should answer the census? Everyone who lives in your house should be on your census, even if they're not related.
Why is Kansas City special to us? Kansas City is special to us because of its rich Black history, especially on 18th and Vine.
We want to shape the future of Kansas City.
Let's do this, Kansas City. Complete the census today.
Hello everyone. Today the reason for this video is to kind of give you some up-to-date facts on what we've been going through here with the Parks Department. Lately we've been having record numbers of visitors in our parks, which is a good thing, but at the same time we're getting a lot of trash collection, which giving us a little difficulty cleaning up the parks on a daily basis. Things that we're going through with COVID right now. We have staffing issues. We have people that's out on COVID. We got people quarantined. So every day our numbers are limited on how many staff that we have in the parks to clean up. We encourage people to get out and go online and check out what positions that we do have to offer for you to get out there and hopefully apply for some jobs, and hopefully we get some people in here to kind of take care of our staffing levels, and then we can get back to normal as far as taking care of the parks.
Hi, we're here today outside the Shoal Creek Patrol and the Police Academy, here to thank the WCA for this enormous contribution of over 6,000 bottles of water to help the police department and the fire department serve the citizens of the Northland. We are so grateful for this huge donation, this generosity of this local Kansas City company, that we're so grateful that they're not only helping the police and fire, but they're allowing the police and fire to help the citizens that they protect so much every day. So I'm really happy for this. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm Tom Kaufman. I work for WCA, and we realized a few weeks ago that we had stashed away a lot of water that we got in advance of supply chain fears. So we thought, well, what are we going to do with this? We thought, well, you know, maybe police, fire, they're out in the community every day just like we are in the same neighborhoods, and maybe they have a use for it. So we broached the subject with Councilman O'Neill, and he put this together, and we're just delighted to be able to donate this stuff, and we know it'll get put to good use.
And I just can't think of a better donation for either the police or the fire. So that's why we're here today, to honor the police and fire, but also to honor our corporate citizen, WCA.
Superintendent University came about because we, as a department in Neighborhood and Housing Services, we understand that we enforce ordinances and that we're usually reactive to situations that happen in our neighborhoods and communities. But with Landlord-Tenant University, we found an opportunity to be proactive in empowering our communities and our residents on new ordinances, anything from illegal dumping to the Tenants' Bill of Rights. And so we want to be proactive. We want to give them all of the relevant information that will help them better Kansas Cityans and to help the livability of their neighborhoods. We know that there was just an eviction moratorium that was just lifted, and we wanted to, instead of having false information go out in the airwaves, we wanted to give relevant information about the ordinance, the Tenants' Bill of Rights ordinance. We also want to talk about evictions. What are evictions? What are legal evictions? What are illegal? And we want to make sure that both tenants and landlords alike were given relevant information they can use in their particular situations. Neighborhood and Housing Services, we are usually the face of the city of Kansas City. So when we're out doing our daily jobs, we get tons of questions from residents, and so we want to be able to be a warehouse of information. We partner with some great people in the community, so we want to make sure that we're going over some of the questions that you all have that are in your neighborhoods. And then once again, if we don't know the information, we have great partners who can help us in getting those questions answered for you. All things considered, with the pandemic, I think things went great. We plan on having an offering at least twice a month for the next 12 months. Once again, our next session, we'll have some folks from Neighborhood and Housing Services who will be presenting on illegal dumping, ways to combat it in your neighborhoods, as well as the city's ordinances on Chapter 48 and Chapter 56 ordinances that affect your neighborhood and your housing livability.
Water. You find it here and here and here. It's a part of almost every moment of every day. We drink it, we play in it, we clean with it. But above all, we count on it. We count on our water to be clean and available. And for over 500,000 people, that is what the men and women of KC Water ensure. Working day and night, rain and shine, engaging with customers, and working together to provide clean and efficient water services. Water that is diligently collected, carefully processed, and tested to exceed EPA standards. Wastewater that is treated daily, ensuring that our community remains healthy and our most essential resource remains clean. And it's all delivered through miles and miles of pipe infrastructure that is carefully managed and strategically updated to increase efficiency and quality in ways that will positively impact generations to come. Generations that will count on the miles of levees and floodwalls that are maintained, the tens of thousands of stormwater inlets and fire hydrants that line our streets, and the individuals operating with a courteous professionalism that ensure customers receive the exceptional service and quick response we all need for minimal disruption to our daily lives. At KC Water, we work tirelessly to find new innovations that are both efficient and ecologically thoughtful, to provide service that is focused and thorough, and above all, water that is safe and exceptional. Because this is our city too. The city of fountains, of champions, a city of growth and revitalization. And in the middle of each step, of each moment, you will find water. And behind that water, you'll find the nearly 900 employees who take pride in this city and the work that they do. Engineers and operators, scientists and service workers, dreamers and doers, a team that reflects the city it serves, that believes in a vision of the future that is practical, valuable, and achievable. An organization that never forgets that making a better tomorrow starts by working harder today. Water. It's at the core of our story, the foundation of this city, and it's at the heart of KC Water.
Hello everyone, my name is Justice Horn and I will speak to you about the 2020 census. Not only is it important that you're counted in this year's census, but you taking the census makes sure that we continue to have funding for education, public goods, and fair representation for the next decade to come here in our community. The census counts, and so do you. Make sure you're counted in this year's census by going to 2020census.gov, and I look forward to seeing you out in the community. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? This is Wesley Hamilton. I am the Executive Director of the Disabled But Not Really Foundation. Here I am, another week with Kansas City Parks and Rec. So I'm here to show you guys how KC plays. We're at a park off of 22nd Street between Indiana and Benton Boulevard, here east side of Kansas City, heart of Kansas City, and this park is beautiful. This park includes 2 different playgrounds. I really could speak on the accessibility of these playgrounds because, one, it gives me the ability to actually watch my child as they play, but it also gives me the ability to see some other children maybe in a wheelchair going to one of the playgrounds that is here at this park and also having the benefit of playing. So the accessibility and inclusiveness, give or take, it's about a 6. Speaking about accessibility, I really want people to be mindful that even though this park is very, very large, there is only 4 accessible entrances, which is going to be at each corner of the park. Make sure that you park along the street, but closer to a corner, rather it's on 22nd Street or 21st Street. The pavement goes all around the park and you really don't have too much of a challenge. There are hills from time to time, but take my word for it, it's not that bad. This park also has a shelter. Next to the shelter is a barbecue grill, which means that you can come out, cook some hot dogs, enjoy your friends and family, watch the kids play. There's basketball courts. There's a huge field which leaves opportunity to all different types of activities and sports, even softball. Come out here and go ahead and practice a little bit. Again, this park is amazing to be in the heart of Kansas City, right off of 22nd Street in Indiana's Benton. This is where KC plays. Wesley Hamilton, Executive Director of the Disabled But Not Really Foundation. I'll see you next week.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy, and I am joined by the Executive Director, CEO of the Kansas City Zoo, Randy Westoff. How are you today, Randy?
Hey, I'm great. I'm great. I got an animal. I'm great.
Absolutely. In fact, this is an exciting new addition to the zoo. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, of course. You know, every spring is baby time out here at the zoo, we hope. And this is an important program we're involved in, but I've got a wonderful little Arapawa goat. It's going to be about 3 weeks old in a couple days and absolutely adorable.
Does it have a name?
This one does. It's called Cracker Jack. Absolutely. We had a naming contest. She's one of triplets, and we have Popcorn, Cracker Jack, and Peanut.
Now, there were 5 born in total, correct?
That's right. We had a pair of twins born to another female. You know, this is part of a really interesting program with these goats. They're endangered. They're found in New Zealand. And we've joined forces with the Sedgwick Zoo down in Wichita. And our females, we actually take back down to Sedgwick every year for breeding. We don't have the male here, so the females go down and come back with little babies in their tummy, and we're lucky in the springtime. This year we got five little babies, and there's absolutely nothing cuter than a baby goat. I'll go ahead and put you down, let you go back.
How are the moms doing? The moms doing well?
Moms are doing great. Poppy's their mom. I think she's going to be 3 years old this year. But the animals miss having people around. And with a lot of animals, you can't really tell. But the goats, they absolutely love having the people. Oh, I got a new buddy. I got a little pygmy goat that's
and it
come
loved
up to
untying my shoelace. So it's getting its activities in today.
They think everybody's got food. So we're here. So obviously we must have something to eat. How are you doing today?
We thank you so much for joining us here at the Billy Goat Scruff Goat Yard today. Hope you've learned a little bit more about our newest additions. Thank you so much, Randy. Thank you so much to the keepers. Absolutely. Have a great day.
Thanks to the goats.
Yes.